Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably... my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstar.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Cunningham, Williamson out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's LeBron James, and it's StAnLeY in at the point guard.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And so it's the West getting on the board first.
Wide open. Still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Embiid trying to break loose. And the basket by StAnLeY. StAnLey's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Another whistle. And the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Luka Doncic out there with John Morant. Then it's Tatum, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And the shot goes down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Passes to Doncic. Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. Giannis against Williamson. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's StAnLeY, and he uses the glass on the layup. StAnLey's got the lead up to 5 now for the West All-Stars. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Doncic kicks to Tatum. From deep. They get it back. Antetokounmpo.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those to collect second chance opportunities for his team.
Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Morant. And here we go. The East with a fast break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's StAnLeY. And the West hit again from deep.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Doncic outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo passes to Morant. A floater. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the West taking it the other way. Here's StAnLeY, covered by Giannis. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Zion already in. Embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
All free throws good from Morant. And Embiid has got the ball here for the West All-Stars. Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Morant. And the basket by StAnLeY. StAnLey's got 12.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Doncic. Here's Jokic. And Embiid with the block.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. StAnLeY can't get it to go. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Morant. He's got 7. Outside Tatum. Back to Morant. West All-Stars with the rebound. To the middle. Williamson, the pass to Embiid. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Second team foul.
Pass to Morant. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Williamson. Out to Morant. Pocket 6. And they double up Morant. And another miss by the East.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Doncic outside. Tatum looking around. Back to Doncic. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The West leading by 8. Here's StAnLeY. He's got 12. Gets the three-pointer to fall. StAnLey's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And another miss by the East. Morant's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's StAnLeY. 15 points in the game. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Now a timeout called by the East.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes here for the East. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Jokic. And it's Garland in for John Morant. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Ayton, he's checked in for Embiid. Doncic, bounce pass. Antetokounmpo finds Garland. And another miss by the East.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
The East trail by 15. Outside Garland. Back to Doncic. The kick out to Tatum. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Count that one. Giannis has got 10 points.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's StAnLeY. He's got 17. And the West hit again from deep.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Tatum against James. Back to Garland. Off target with his three.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Doncic outside. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Garland. Here's StAnLeY. 20 points for him.
Come get it, come get it.
Over Giannis. Here's Williamson. Banked in off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Doncic looking it over. The wide open look here for Garland. Great positioning on the putback.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
All-Stars with some changes. Simmons checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Devin Booker in for Luka Doncic. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Durant's checked in for Zion Williamson. Edwards comes in for LeBron. Mitchell, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Money. Garland kicks to Booker. Now the pass to Leonard. Over Edwards. And it's Leonard missing.
Substitution.
So it's the West All-Stars looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
1/2 remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. Money out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Williamson. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. StAnLeY. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. That's 23 points for money.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
The East trail by 14. Outside Tatum. Passes it to Doncic. Over Cunningham. Doncic, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the West All-Stars. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's StAnLEY, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. StAnLEY's got 25 points in the game. Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. West All-Stars with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Nailed from three-point land. StAnLEY's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the West All-Stars. Outside Tatum. Pass to Giannis. To stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Here's StAnLEY. And the 3 off target. The East trail by 17. Tatum kicks to Jokic. To the inside. And Jokic slings it in.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's StAnLEY. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. We've seen Money really having a great game.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Tatum. Back to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence.
2 shots.
Morant not afraid to get physical.
The East All-Stars have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Both free throws good from Morant. The West leading by 15. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by StAnLeY. StAnLey's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Doncic outside. Back to Morant. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, powers through it.
Here's StAnLeY. Buries the long-range jumper. StAnLey's got 37.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
With the fadeaway. And it's Jokic missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Tatum. Jacks up a 3, and again for 3. The basket is good from StAnLeY. StAnLey's got 40 points. Outside Tatum. Morant right side. He gets that one. 15 points for John Morant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Pass to LeBron. 5 on the clock, and another shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And it's Morant missing. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the West. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And Jokic knocks them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Here's Cunningham. Williamson in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. Williamson left side. Cunningham against Doncic. And the basket is good.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Morant kicks to Doncic. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night. The West leading by 21. Here's StAnLeY. He has 40. lays it up off the glass. StAnLey's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Morant passes to Jokic. Tatum kicks to Morant. Doncic outside. The pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Got that bucket in no time at all. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Doncic outside. Back to Morant. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set. And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, winning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Fades, and it's good. 2 points. StAnLey's got 44.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Tatum out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Morant in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Morant. And the basket by StAnLeY. StAnLey's got 46 points. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Cunningham for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Antetokounmpo finds Morant. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's West now. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Morant. Good.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And it's blocked by StAnLeY, and he's able to get it back.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Morant passes to Tatum. Back to Morant. Morant with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Doncic outside. Good ball movement here by the East. LeBron against Tatum. And James pulls it down. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to StAnLeY. Fires the 3. And James picks up the foul.
LeBron James.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the East with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Bam Adebayo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Ben Simmons in for John Morant. And West also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. Here's the teardrop. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by James. Edwards got his first 2 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Snatched away. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Tatum passes to Gobert. Simmons against Cunningham. Here's Adebayo, and he makes good on the way. Adebayo's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's Edwards. Count the basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Williamson. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Back to Edwards. Down low, here's LeBron, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And Gobert kicks to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Cunningham's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Gobert finds Tatum. Over LeBron. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Got guys who cannot miss.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Gobert against Embiid. And Gobert kicks to Tatum. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Really left alone that time.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Pass to Edwards. Cunningham kicks to Edwards. Back to Cunningham. Again, the West All-Star.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The pass to Simmons. Great D that time from James. And so James will bring it up for the West. Cunningham kicks to LeBron. Outside Edwards. Puts up a three. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Doncic passes to Simmons. Adebayo down low. Covered by Williamson.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the West All-Stars.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
The first one falls, and the East with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jason Tatum, and it's Garland in for Doncic. The West also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Zion Williamson. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for LeBron. And Money subbed in for Cunningham. And Adebayo drops them both. Here's StAnLeY. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Outside Leonard. Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Here's StAnLeY, guarded by Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Here's StAnLeY. No good that time. Now the East will take it the other way. 1:32 left in the game. Passes it to Leonard. Allen against Gobert. Right side, Garland. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, elite shot blocking is what Jared Allen gives you night in and night out, both inside and even on the perimeter, too. He's an excellent defender.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside, Simmons. Back to Garland. Pass to Leonard. Now Simmons. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Trae Young, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Evan Mobley's checked in for the West. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Young inside, guarded by StAnLeY. That one goes in.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Here's StAnLeY. Over Young. Allen. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Reaching foul. StAnLeY. 5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
That free throw good from Young.
The quickness, the change of pace with the dribble. Young, so difficult to stop without fouling.
And so he makes both from the line. Now the West with the ball. Here's StAnLeY. And that one drops. StAnLey's got 53.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.